Hi, Glenn Murray here. Today I'm going to walk you through property blurbs, which automatically creates professionally written copy for your property descriptions if you're selling a house or an apartment or any sort of property really. So let's get started. Firstly, we click Create Blurbs, and you'll see on the left is where we can enter the details of the property, and on the right is where the blurbs will grow in front of your eyes. So we select the property type, which is a house. It has 4 bedrooms, 2 bathrooms, 2 toilets, and it helps if you have this information handy as you're creating the blurbs. Other rooms, let's say it's got a dining room, and we could enter parking if important. It's a single story. I don't know the dwelling size, but I do know that it has a 770 square metre block. It's for sale as opposed to being for auction or rent, and it's listed at $590,000. Its age is unimportant because it's an old house, so we're not going to make a big deal of that, and we're going to pitch it as a family house. We can specify a look, which in this case we'll keep it fairly simple. We'll say it's a neat and tidy home because there's nothing glamorous, and we want to say that it is it's comfortable, to say that it has a feeling of contentment, and let's say happiness. Now the architecture style, I would only specify an architecture style if it was, for instance, an A-frame or a Bay and Gable or a brownstone, you know, the sorts of things that are very well known architecture styles. So I click continue, and our second window opens up, which allows us to specify the location. Now you can see on the right the blurb has started to grow. It's not yet finished, so don't pay too much attention to whether it reads well or not, because it won't until the end. Okay, so let's specify the address, 8 Paul Street, Northcliffe, and we can say whether we want to show the address in the blurb or not. I'm going to say yes. Let's say what's nearby, what are the local attractions, what it's close to. It's on the high side of Northcliffe. It's a 1-minute drive from Northcliffe Mall. It's close to something generic, we can say. We don't always have to be specific about the location, so we could say the Coasts Cafe Lifestyle, and it's a brief commute to the CBD. Click continue. Let's talk about its other selling points. It has lake views. It does have lake views, but let's say they're filtered lake views. So we can actually type something and select it from the list, as I will here. It's got a covered entertaining area, or we can just type something directly that doesn't appear in the list. Has an open plan design, has air conditioning, and it is a wall mounted system. Has a saltwater swimming pool, and we'll amend that to say with automatic cleaner, because I think that's important if you're going to buy a home with a pool. Has an alarm system on a cul-de-sac, which is often a good selling point. It's in a popular neighbourhood. Has established gardens. and it's on a big block of land. And that's it. These selling points on the left are required. The selling points on the right are not required. The more selling points you enter, the better the blurb will be most of the time. So let's select our agency, the big real estate company, and let's talk about our office. This is our chance to talk ourselves up. Let's say we have SMS and email alerts available, that we are backed by one of the country's largest real estate groups. We're a family-owned business. For what it's worth, we're social media specialists. We have finance available. We have an iPhone and Android app. And this is an important one. We have friendly, respectful sales staff. And our phone number. Click continue, and we are done. That's all the information we have to enter. Now you can see here we're notified what we can do with our blurbs, which is essentially copy and paste them wherever we like, or we can edit them directly. And if we don't like them, we can just click the regenerate button, which appears over here, and I'll show you how this works, and that will regenerate them entirely. So I'm not going to show that message again. Click OK. Now here's the blurbs that we created. You can see that we have a long blurb, which is you might use for a real estate portal. We have a medium blurb, which you might use for your own website or for a signboard. We have a short blurb, which might go in the newspaper. And we have an extra short blurb, which might go in an SMS alert or on Twitter. So we'll return to the long blurb. I'm sure you can pause the video and have a read of this, but you get a chance to demo it yourself when you sign up for the free trial. In any case, let's say we're not sure about something. Let's say, oh, hold on, it's not called Northcliffe Mall, it's called Northcliffe Shopping Mall. And we click save, and now if we're happy with that, we can just select the whole lot, copy it, and then paste it wherever we like. Or we say, no, hold on, I don't like that one at all. I'm going to regenerate it. Now, when I regenerate, I'm going to get a message saying you've just made some changes. The changes I made were adding the shopping to the blurb. So if we regenerate it, that change will obviously be lost. So I'm going to say OK. And now we have a completely new set of blurbs based on the same details that we entered over here. So we have a long blurb, a medium blurb which is different, a short blurb which is different, and an extra short blurb which is different. And you can see when you regenerate them, they regenerate as well. It's not just the long blurb. And you can regenerate as many times as you need to. So now that we have our blurbs and we've copied them, they've been saved, we can go back to our dashboard, and you can see that that house has been saved to our dashboard. And any time later, let's say we take that blurb to the vendor and it happens that they don't like the blurb, we can come back in, open it up, find the blurb that we have already saved and regenerate it. Give them an entirely new blurb with the click of a button.